What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. It's been a wild week, and if you're tuning in and you haven't yet subscribed, I know a lot of people just tune in and check the channel and stuff, but I would really greatly appreciate it if you click that red subscribe button down below. I do 5 to 7 videos almost every workday plus Saturdays now, and I would greatly, greatly appreciate you joining as a subscriber. Now, Ricky Gervais had some interesting comments about Will Smith after the initial incident, but now he had his most recent stand-up, and he absolutely savaged him, and it's been an amazing thing to watch. I mean, we saw the alopecia joke that he made by sharing or retweeting an old episode of The Office where his character talks about she's got alopecia, so it's not a happy home life kind of thing. But you know, you see Ricky Gervais has entered the chat. The British comedian and 5-time Golden Globes host has weighed in on the infamous Oscar slap. This was the day after. Now he's actually had time to do some stand-up, and he's sticking it to Will Smith in a hilarious way. And this and more after a quick word from important channel sponsor, Meta PCs. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Meta PCs. Look, you've been around, you know that I've been talking about Meta PCs for a very long time. In fact, it's the primary computer I use. But it's not just because they're a sponsor. It's for so many more reasons. They have fully customizable, configurable PCs and all the hardest to find parts in stock and ready to go. They also have ready to ship PCs ready for you today. Here's a couple reasons why I like Meta PCs. First and foremost, it's veteran ownership. Meta PCs is a veteran-owned business. One of Meta's owners has served both in Afghanistan and Iraq and received a Purple Heart for his service. Meta also employs military veterans in Meta's Operations Center and also provides systems to veterans going back to school to help them re-enter the workforce all across the United States. They offer financing. It has 100% US-based sales and support. And when you receive your PC, it's ready to go right out of the box. You don't have to get complicated and set things up. You just plug it all in and you're ready to rock. And on top of that, Meta PCs is offering you, my viewer, a huge discount when you use the link in the description or you use promo code TheQuartering. If you use my code at checkout, not only do you save money, but you support my content and a company that will not bow to cancel culture. So maybe you're not ready to pick up a new computer today, but when you are, remember to go to metapcs.com and use promo code TheQuartering to support me and to save money. So, I mean, you had this old clip, by the way, of Ricky Gervais's character from The Office saying she's got alopecia, so not a happy home life. And of course, this getting shared around at the perfect time. You know, I thought it was curious that people are saying the drug company that sponsored the Oscars also just recently had a breakthrough for a new alopecia drug. Now, people are saying that that's unverified, but if it's true, it's just another, you know, just another thing that makes you say, Last night, though, he had his stand-up, and he wrote, or he said in stand-up, "I would not have joked about her hair." Ricky Gervais wades into Will Smith's divisive Oscar slap as he insisted he'd have mocked Jada Pinkett Smith's boyfriend if he had been the host. Ricky Gervais has offered his 2 cents worth on Will Smith's notorious Oscar slap, insisting he would never have joked about the actor's wife's hair, but would have ribbed her about her boyfriend instead, which would have been far more inflammatory. And you know, the thing is, like, that would have, I mean, people would have universally lost their mind over that. I mean, like, normies would think it was hilarious, but all of Hollywood would just have, because you don't talk about that. You don't talk about, that would have been just a bridge too far. So he's offered his 2 cents. The comedian 60 was originally pushed for his opinion on social media when Best Actor winner Will Smith did his stupidity. And after Will stormed the stage and did his stupidness, while testing new material at a show in London's Highgate this week, Ricky said, according to The Mirror, "I'll get out of the way. I've not got any Will Smith material. I trended when that happened, but I wasn't even there. What's this got to do with me?" People are going, "What would have happened if Ricky Gervais had been doing that?" Well, nothing, as I wouldn't have made a joke about his wife's hair. I would have made a joke about her boyfriend. Jada hit the headlines in June 2020 when singer August I Don't Care claimed that he had been in a relationship with Jada, with the actress later confirming they were, quote, in an entanglement. The joke made by Chris on Sunday's Offers refers to Jada's buzz cut, which she had done recently after suffering some hair loss. Let's not talk about alopecia like it's terminal cancer, okay? But Ricky joked this week that he may name his new tour after the condition, saying the new material is going to be for my new show called Armageddon. I might have to change it to alopecia. Ricky skewered woke Hollywood, made jokes about Mr. Jeffrey and Mr. Harvey and Prince and Mr. Andrew, and tackled topics such as Me Too, as he left his A-list audience wincing during his opening monologue in the 77th Golden Globe Awards. Tom Hanks, De Niro, and Gwyneth Paltrow were left stunned with stunned looks on their faces as a funny man mocked Felicity Huffman over the college admission scandal, branded James Corden a massive P-word, and ripped Judi Dench for, well, I'm not going to go into that. In a particularly blunt moment, he advised those receiving awards to avoid making political speeches because you're in no position to tell the public about anything, before adding, if you win, come up and accept your little award, thank your agent, your God, and F off. Well, I mean, yeah, that's probably good advice. And the particular bizarreness of all this is, like, Chris Rock has been mocking Jada Pinkett Smith since the 90s. An unearthed clip from 1997 of the Chris Rock Show features a comic making jokes at Jada for attending the Million Woman March, or as he put it, bees by the bell. The tension leading up to the Oscars event has actually been lingering for over a decade, as folks on social media have been sleuthing around Chris Rock's history with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. An old clip of the comedian flaming Pinkett Smith has surfaced. It's not just the Oscars quips in 2016 and 2020. This beef extends all the way back to 1997. The digs are from the Chris Rock Show, which aired on HBO for 5 seasons back in the late 90s. In October 1997, right before Will and Jada tied the knot, and rather coincidentally, right after G.I. Jane premiered, Rock was underway with season 2 of his late-night talk show when he took aim at the bride to be. I don't even think that's a joke. Like, I mean, Million Woman March was on last week in Philadelphia. I talked to Ice Cube. He called it bees by the bell, Rock said in the clip, earning a wave of boos from his live audience. I didn't say it. Ice Cube said it, and Too Short said it too. After a joke about women not wanting to wear the same clothes, Rock began his roast of Jada. You know, at the Million Woman March, there were moving speeches from people like Maxine Waters, Winnie Mandela, and some inspirational words from lovely Jada Pinkett. Rock proceeds to cut to a clip of young Jada Pinkett at the march. I'm here today, she proclaims, because this is an act of power. Women, okay? With that, Pinkett's activism is whittled down to a joke in which she yells the lyrics to "The Roof is on Fire" instead of her speech. Burn, MF, or burn, fake Jada yells to the crowd. Not even close to a real speech. The Million Woman March, blah, 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 blah. Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna. I wasn't invited. Yeah, maybe there is like some actual deep-seated, anger between them. It's tough to know for sure. I mean, even his mother, spoke out and said, or Will Smith's mother spoke out and said, before the award was announced, there was a very awkward and stunning moment in which Will Smith, blah, 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 blah. We know the famous actor born and raised in West Philadelphia, who always seemed cool and collected, lost it. Even Smith's mother admitted she was surprised. He's a very even person, people person. That's the first time I've ever seen him go off. First time in his lifetime. I've never seen him do that, said Carolyn Smith. But the family says the moment doesn't define him, and the actor puts his family first. He's a loving one, and he's the one who keeps the family together. Actually, the moment does define him. I mean, going forward, it absolutely does define him, whether he wants it to or not. This will be his legacy. This will be what people remember about him, his unhinged moment at the Oscars, throwing away his entire career. I mean, granted, he goes to bed sleeping on piles of money, so he'll be fine either way, but he's going to be the butt of the joke. He's already been the butt of the joke for the last year after his wife publicly humiliated him. Now he's going to be the butt of the joke for another 6 months. The meme format has been already adopted on the internet, which is working wonders. This is going to be Will Smith. I mean, his whole "that's hot" meme thing from YouTube was also another thing that the guy, I don't know. Say what you want about him as an actor. I could take or leave him. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was one of my all-time favorite shows. I never really got into his movies. I liked Independence Day, the first one. I don't know how many more they've crapped out since then, but Bad Boys, I guess, were good movies. I don't know if I saw all of them. I liked Martin Lawrence. I'm surprised I didn't see Bad Boys. But anyway, yeah, no, I think maybe, just maybe this will be the end of it. Again, I will remind the Academy that the only real punishment will be to take his Oscar away. That remains to be seen. Although being the butt of the joke for the next year is also a price that he's going to have to pay too. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.